All right. First off, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight again. These training calls are real important, especially if you want to get ahead in life as far as business state of mind, as far as building your business properly, and making sure you set a steady foundation. The speakers that we have tonight is gonna tell us some real key factors in our success. So I like to always say I want everybody to have a pen and paper at hand because what I'm about to show to you guys is real important. All right, we have five speakers on tonight. We're gonna have Donald, Kyle, Taboo, and myself, and we're also gonna have Brian say a little something. We know the engineer. He's always the one controlling everything, but he has a lot to say, but and it's real powerful. So I want you guys to hear him out. Now, I'm gonna start off first. All right. Now, what I'm gonna talk about tonight is, all right. Now, this is gonna blow you guys' minds. How millionaires manage their money differently. All right. Wealthy people manage their money differently than everybody else. Okay, guys, they make different decisions and they have an entirely different way of thinking about money. All right, but even if you're not wealthy, you can still manage your money like a wealthy person. Okay, that's step one to becoming wealthy. All right, there are 10 specific ways that wealthy people manage their money differently than everybody else, and I'm going to share that with you guys. All right, remember I said have a pen and paper in hand. Okay, number one, wealthy people forget about instant gratification. Okay, guys, this is a marathon. This is not a sprint. You guys need to get it out your head. If I sign up today and I don't get three people, I'm done. That should, you guys, that should be out your head, because the reason for you even getting plugged into the business was because of the benefits. You see that the benefits is going to set you on the right path to where you can become successful, to where you can build a really tight and strong organization. So don't look for that instant gratification. We as humans, we were spoiled like that from our great ancestors. Already put that mindset on us, and it's up to us to change that. Okay, so get that instant gratification out your head. That's what separates us from how wealthy people think. They do not worry about instant gratification. They know this is a marathon, this is not a sprint. Okay, number two, wealthy people understand the difference between want and needs. Okay, that's big, that's real important. We need a bigger house. You may say that, but of course, us poor people, we disguise wants with needs all the time. That's our biggest issue. We always constantly keep on getting stuff that we don't need is what we want, and we need to cut that out if we ever want to become wealthy. Okay, number three, wealthy people invest automatically. Okay, by you signing up with Wake Up Now, you invested in yourself. Okay, so you got one of the steps down, but you have to invest. That's one of the most important things, is invest in yourself and invest in what you're doing. If you have to get a computer for your business to run properly, that is an investment. Okay, that is something that you need. If if you have to upgrade to a different package in order to show somebody a real life scenario about how something works, that's an investment. You guys have to invest in order for you to receive that wealth. So that's one thing, invest automatically, and by signing up with Wake Up Now, you guys invested in yourself. Okay, wealthy people, they understand the cost of debt. This is real big. Okay, what are monthly payments? That's what us poor people are used to. Monthly payments, everything. Okay, you get a car and the car is messing up. The first thing you say is, "Oh, I want to get a new car so I don't have to worry about these problems." All right? No, that is not true. Okay, because if you do the math, if you add it up, the amount of money that you're spending on that new car and the amount of money that you are spending to fix that car up, it doesn't add up. Okay, guys, it's simple math. All you got to do is just do the simple math, and it'll make sense to you. So understand debt. Don't get into debt. Don't get stuff that you don't need and that you want. Okay, that's what separates us from wealthy people, is that they understand the cost of debt. All right, the wealthy people start a goal and they work backwards. Okay, what does that mean? Okay, know what you want. Okay, guys, and what it takes for you to get it. That's big. Know what you want and know what it takes for you to get it. If you don't know what you want, you'll get something that is a result of, it's just different. It's just going to be something that you don't want. It's going to be a result of something that you absolutely do not want. So you got to know exactly what you want, set a goal, and work backwards, okay? Josh Simmons, 28-year-old real estate millionaire, says figure out how you would like to live in retirement. This is exactly words that are coming out his mouth. Figure out how you would like to live in retirement, come up with a number, then work on strategizing and getting that number realized. That's big. Everybody should have a number. Everybody should have a number in their head and work hard until they get to that number. And if you get to that number, add another number on there. You should never ever be set. If, as I said before in my last training call, in order for you to be successful, you got to want it really bad. If you don't want it really bad, you're never gonna reach there. I'm sorry to say that, but it's the truth. If you don't want it bad, you're not gonna get there. Okay, so you have to start a goal and work backwards. Okay, the wealthy people live within their means. Okay, that goes back to investing. Number 3. So once you're doing number 3, you're working within your means. So I'm not gonna go into too much detail with that. The wealthy people make short-term sacrifices, okay? The bigger picture is not right now, okay? What we need to do is think about the future affects your decisions, okay? We will have on your, you got to think about how the future is going to have decisions on your life in the future. You can't think about what you need to get tomorrow. That goes back to number 1, where we're talking about no instant gratification, okay? The wealthy people make short-term sacrifices. You guys have to make sacrifices. Stop thinking about right now and think about the long run. Remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint. And this is big, especially with Wake Up Now. Wealthy people get help. Don't think that you're gonna go out there and do absolutely everything by yourself. I don't care how much knowledgeable you are. It is good to have a good support team, and everybody needs help. You know, I need help. You know, Brian needs help. Tabu needs help. Donald needs help. Everybody needs help. Okay, so you guys got to make sure that wealthy people, they get help. Do not focus on trying to do everything by yourself. You know, one of the first billionaires, he said this. He said, I'd rather pay 100 people $1 to give me 1% each than me give 100% by myself. You have to understand how big that is. That's what got him to being a billionaire. Okay, number 9. Okay, the wealthy do math. Now, I'm not talking about learning trigonometry. Okay, just simple addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, 3rd grade stuff. The wealthy people run the numbers when they make a decision. Okay, you don't make they always run the numbers before they make a decision. Is me paying $99 a month is it gonna make sense in the long run? Okay, well, I paid $99, I saved $200 this month. The numbers make sense. Okay, so wealthy people, they always do math. They always do the numbers before they go ahead and do anything. So you have to make sure it makes sense. And number 10, by far, is the biggest and most powerful thing in this whole list. Okay, the wealthy people take advantage of opportunities. They take advantage of opportunities. Okay, I heard this and I'll live by this forever. Procrastination is the assassination of an opportunity. The more you sit there and you think about it, the more you're not an independent business owner. You're just throwing $20 away. You're just throwing money away. And you say you want to be successful, but you're thinking about it. Well, wait, let me ask my wife. You just lost $20. Let me ask my girlfriend. That's another $20, you know. Let me pray on it. That's another $20. You know what? Tomorrow I'm gonna give you a decision. That day, that's another $20. Stop throwing it. You guys have to get this. Use that. This goes to me telling you guys to just use everything, because if you have tax body and you're not using it, you're throwing away $20. Okay, so you have to take advantage of every opportunity that you have, and that's the keys to getting wealthy. That's how wealthy people think different when it comes to managing their money. All 10 of those. And I know it was I know it was a few things that I breezed through. So what I'm gonna do for you guys, everything that I just discussed, I'm gonna put it in the chat. So if you didn't get notes on it, if you missed something, you'll have a copy for yourself. All right. So the next speaker that's gonna come up, I'm gonna just go over and pass it to Donald. Now, this guy Donald, I love hearing him talk. I constantly always learn something from him. It is so important that you guys pay attention to what he's saying, because me, like, I'm learning from him. And he was in the business a couple months after me, and I'm learning from him, and that's big. So I want you guys to give a warm welcome to Donald. Donald, are you there?
Absolutely, bro. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Listen, guys, I'm going to hit you guys with something that's so powerful. If you take this principal concept that I'm about to teach you today, I promise you it will help your business grow. This is something that not only when I do presentations I use, but this is something that I definitely use when I talk to a person one-on-one. Understand, when you're talking to someone about saving money or managing money, especially if you talk to a business owner, the first thing they will always tell you is, I have a tax accountant, a CPA, or a financial manager. Every last one of us have heard that in a conversation. But the most important part of that you need to understand when they say that is, tell them the information that that person uses is only as good as the information you give to them. I'm going to run that one more time. Listen, the information that the tax accountant, the financial manager, or anybody else gives, that you give them, is only as good as the information you provide to that person. So, if the tax accountant says, hey, I'm going to get you money back off of XYZ, bring me the receipts, guess what? Those receipts are only as good as the receipts you give them. They can't go and pull numbers out of the air. They can't make up something and say, hey, listen, I'm going to just take these numbers and I'm going to run it, and then you're going to get all this money back on taxes. It's only as good as what we provide to that person who's filling out our taxes. So when they say, oh, I'm good, I don't need it, so you're making ironclad records. The second nugget I'm going to drop when you hear this is, understand that we live in a society of greed. And I say that because I was just talking to Taboo and a couple of the guys the other night. If you actually go and look at several rappers, several musicians, several basketball players, several NFL players, several baseball players, one of the things you will quickly learn is there are hundreds of guys who have made millions of dollars who are broke today. They're completely in the negative. They owe money. They owe the government. Antoine Walker is a great case. I'll give you 3 facts about this man. He made over $100 million in the NBA. He went to the University of Kentucky. He studied business management in college. He has a degree in business management. He is, to date, $20 million in the negative. Why? Because his financial manager and his CPA screwed him out of millions of dollars. So although he had the knowledge, he had the information, he still trusted people to take care of his situation. Guys, when you talk to somebody and tell them, hey, listen, doesn't matter how much that other person knows, if you don't know, you're still running the risk of being screwed. Guys, if I didn't say anything else tonight, understand the importance of those 2 nuggets that I just dropped. Okay, guys? I love you. I'm going to pass it back over to Ricardo, and we're going to just keep this thing going. I love you guys. Okay, Ricardo may be gone. Is Brian out there? All right, if not, I'm going to go ahead and pass it to Kyle. Kyle, you're up next. Bro, go ahead and run with it, all right?
All right. All right, thanks. I mean, I like the information that you and Rick both said. That's some really good information right there. And one thing I found out is that when you presenting to someone, the confidence is important, but also to be humble. Think of it like they're in the same position as you. You're no better than this person. You just have the knowledge that they don't have yet. So you using the benefits and products, that's the most important thing. You use it, you know it's benefiting you whether you sign this person up or not. So you're not like, oh, you have to sign up today and making it like putting pressure on them. You know that you're benefiting regardless of whether you sign someone up or not. Also, just like Rick said, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. I'm not trying to get rich quick. That's why I did this. I know that long-term investment, me investing in myself, was real big. That's important to me. And basically, Rick and Donald, I look up to you guys. Thank you so much for giving me your guys' information, your take on it. I'm going to go ahead and pass the taboo now.
All right, good night, guys. How's everyone doing today? I can't hear you guys, but, you know. I mean, what I want to touch base on, from my experience in the business is just consistency. Being consistent with the business, period. And like what Rick said, this is a marathon. You can't just come in and treat it as a sign-up game. Most people, they come in on a high and they be like, man, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get people. I'm gonna do this. And guess what? When those people don't sign on, they get down on themselves, And right there, that's confident. You got to have the confidence to know that, okay, they don't stop in the show. It's just like Sprint, T-Mobile, and Metro. Guess what happened? Not everybody liked Metro. Not everybody liked Sprint. Not everybody liked T-Mobile. But guess what? The owners of T-Mobile, Metro, and Sprint, they're not on no one's 9 to 5. They don't have to worry about anything. I mean, some people that, oh, I hate Metro, but whoever owns Metro is doing all right. So, if you approach someone with Wake Up Now and they say they don't like Wake Up Now or it's a fraud, guess what? Now you X that person out your list. That's one less person you have to worry about. There's so much people out there that's like-minded like you, that's waiting to take their future to the next level. And this is the best way of taking your future to the next level as far as managing your money, making an income, and also saving your money. Learning all these tax deductions, you're literally becoming a tax professional. You can teach people about different deductions, with this company, and it's just being consistent, man. It's, don't come in and thinking that, everything is going to be peachy. I see a lot of people come in, and when it don't go their way, then guess what? They don't want to pay the next month. Guess what? You're not hurting no one else but yourself. You're hurting yourself because you're benefiting from it. You're taking those deductions. Those are not my deductions. Those are your deductions. So it's like I see most people, they come in and they thinking, $100, like, man, it's so much money. But, from me being around people, $100 ain't nothing. They go out every day and they spend $100. They can spend $100 in the club on drinks. And guess what? That $100 will not come back to you. You just spend that money. It will never come back. You got drunk and that's it. You're spending $100 with this company and you can do so much with that 100. That 100 could take you places. That 100 could teach you things that you never seen before. Stuff that's in your face every day for you to, how to save money, but you never knew until you got with this company. So this company is very powerful. Whoever you guys sign up, just let them know, this is not something that you want to come in and play with. When someone want to come in and be like, oh man, I'm going to sign the whole world up, what you want to do is let them know, listen, just come in, learn everything about the company, what the company have to offer, get plugged in. And then if you want to share it, you go ahead and share it. Don't come in and then try to treat it as a sign-up game the first time, because if you treat it as a sign-up game, you don't know the products. You don't know, just like Donald. When Donald came in, Donald, got to work. He didn't share with nobody. He just got to work and just start learning about the company, all the benefits. He got plugged in, to the point where he was doing presentations within 2 weeks, maybe a week and a half. This guy was doing presentations. And that's the power of the company. Once you get plugged in, you could do anything you want to do with it. You could take it however you want to take it, take it whatever level you want to take it to. So it's just the consistency, guys. Consistency. When I first came in, I didn't want to join no other team because I know, they're not going to be consistent as far as giving me the information that I need to succeed. Once I went to Rocky and Taylor, You know, Rocky and Taylor, they gave me all the tools and knowledge for me to succeed with this company. You know, within 2 months, I was seeing an income with this company, you know, and that's just from the knowledge that they gave me. They didn't give me no one, they didn't sign no one up and put under me. You know, I wouldn't want that anyways, you know, because you signing someone up and put it under me, at the end of the day, you know, if that person can leave at any time, you know. But if you're giving me knowledge and I can share that with people, that's more powerful than you said, you know what, I'm going to put someone under you. So, you know, that's one thing I can, you know, I thank Rock and Taylor for. You know, we was at their house for like 30, 40 days. And, you know, those memories, you know, it's still fresh in my mind because I'm like, man, that's what brought me to this point. You know, that's what brought me to even want to stay in the company because, you know, we're all humans. You know, every day, you know, I'm sure at some point someone said, man, you know, I don't want to deal with Wake Up Now. Wake Up Now is too much. You know, it's taking over my life. Yeah, it's taking over your life because that's what Wake Up Now does. You know, all these tools is designed to take over your life. It's designed to make it better. You know, and you're sharing that with others. You know, some people are not going to see it and some people will. You know, but this is what Wake Up Now is designed to take over your life because, you know, at the end of the day, you're going to benefit from it. You know, and that's it for me, guys. You know, I have a lot on my mind tonight, but I'm just going to close it out right here, and I'm going to pass it over to Donald. Donald, take the floor.
Hey guys, as you can see, this session tonight was power packed, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually do a quick 5-minute thing, and this is not going to be just me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give each of the guys that's on the call. Ricardo's already gone; he had to go back to work, but he stepped in and gave us some powerful nuggets. But Kyle, Taboo, I want you guys to come in, give one powerful tip of something someone can do this week to better their business, and then I'm going to come back and close it out. So I'm going to go with Kyle first. Just come in, drop one tip that they can do that will better their business, and after Kyle go, Taboo, come right behind them.
All right. So one tip I could say would definitely be take hours out of each day. Whether you're building yourself up with personal self-development or trying to meet new people and getting more prospects, just take hours out of the day and just use it in the right way instead of just watching TV or doing whatever you normally would do at that time. Give yourself some hours towards Wake Up Now. That's it.
Taboo?
Okay. I think this is the most powerful thing, and you know, I would say just duplications. Duplications in this company is huge, you know, because everyone knows 3 people. You know, you need 3 lines to build your business. Everybody knows 3 people. Don't come in and treat it as a sign-up game. You know, first thing you do, you get in, you get plugged in. The second thing you do is just education on the products, you know. And the third thing you're going to do, you're going to focus on your 3. You're not going to focus on the whole world. You're not going to focus on your friends because at the end of the day, they can be your downfall. You know, you're going to focus on 3 motivated people, whether it's from just you going to Publix every day and you see, you know, you might see a worker in there that, you know, like, man, he looks so motivated. Or it might be someone from your job. It might be someone that's, you know, a family member. You know, just focus on 3 people. Just focus, and then, you know, then what you're going to do, you're going to teach them to do the same thing you just did. 3 people, you know, duplications.
All right. Brian, come on in.
Sorry, guys, there was a call coming in.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, so at the end of the day, you know, it's just duplications. You know, take one step at a time. You know, don't go out there and try to take one giant step. You know, when a baby is born, you know, he or she crawl first, and after that, you know, they take time and walk. You know, you can't come and wake up now and just say, man, I'm gonna run. No, you know, take the steps. You know, go ahead and do your duplications first. You know, just focus on your 3 and help your 3 focus on their 3. You know, it's that simple for you to make. That's the first step. That's the most important step in Wake Up Now. Then after that, then you can focus on the whole world. You know, you can focus on getting people, because one thing people want to know is that you're actually out there, you know, benefiting from this company. You know, not saying you're talking money with them, but they want to know that you're actually benefiting from the company. So, you know, it's taking the smallest step in Wake Up Now is the most important step. Focusing on your 3 and have those 3 do their duplications just like you did. You know, that's the first. You know, you don't want to keep focusing on everyone else. You want to focus on people that's already in the business. You know, I'm at fault for that too. You know, sometimes you might put someone in business and you might, okay, go ahead, you know, do your thing. You know, but what you want to do, they're already in the business. It's just like a relationship. Same how you got someone, that's the same how you want to keep them. You know, same how you got someone in Wake Up Now, you want to keep them the same way. You showed them attention. You went to their house or wherever you did what you had to do to get them into the business. So now you have to do what you got to do to get them to their 3. You know, duplications is all, guys. You know, that's the most important step into just building a, you know, your business. And that's it, Donald.
All right, Brian, go ahead, Brian. You got the mic.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Good night. How's everybody doing? One thing I've noticed ever since I've signed up, I noticed that every time we have a meeting, you know, we go around the room and we always ask, you know, what is your goals? You know, what do you want? Where do you see yourself in 10, 15 years? And everybody, or the majority, say that they want to own their own business. And I'm saying to myself, I was sitting down yesterday and I was saying to myself, well, you know, a lot of people want to own their own business, but do they really know what it takes to own a business? You know, and then I noticed a lot of people, they will join Wake Up Now, and then, you know, the next month they're gone. So I'm saying, well, you're running away from your business. You know, that it doesn't make any, it does not make any sense to me. You want to own your own business, but you can't handle Wake Up Now. So what happens when you go out there and you open up a Subway shop, or you have a storefront and you're paying $1,000, $2,000 a month, but you can't pay $100 a month? You know, what happens then? You know, that's the thing that I noticed, and I'm saying to myself, like, man, this is crazy. You know, and I know a lot of people out there sometimes don't have it. That I know, because that used to be me. I know this. You know, but don't come into the business and say, yeah, I want to own this, I want to do that, and then you can't pay your membership fee. You know, that makes no sense to me, guys. You know, so my little nugget, honestly, guys, if you guys say you want to own a business, start out with Wake Up Now. It's a low startup cost, $100. Start from there, you know, grind Wake Up Now out, and then move on. You know, you want to open up, you know, some people want to open up a clothing line, and, you know, they want to do this, they want to do that. Guys, those things cost a lot of money to maintain, a lot of money. So go ahead, guys, and start, you know, with $100 a month. Maintain that first, and then let's take it to the next level, because everybody talk business, but when it comes down to it, no one wants to do it. And that's my little nugget for the night, guys.
Wow, Brian, I'm gonna say this because at the beginning of the year, me and Wanda, yeah, that's crazy. Me and Wanda started a business. We started our whole business at the beginning of the year. Our initial investment in January was roughly 10 grand. That's 10 times the cost of being Wake Up Now. And that was no guarantee of return of profit. That's just buying the product, getting our stuff set up. So that's not a little nugget, bro. That's a huge nugget. Like, that's colossal. the last piece that I'm gonna drop before we get off this call, before we end this training call, is one of the easiest ways to get people to at least acknowledge your business, whether you get them in the business or not, is have a conversation with them. And it can be someone that you do know or somebody that you don't know. But the conversation can go something like this. So, hey, I'm going to just use Tanya. Hey, Tanya Court, what you guys doing today? Oh, nothing. I'm getting ready to go over here and pick up my daughter, and I need to go over to Macy's or Gap. I got to get them some pants for school next week. Cool. Hey, I think I got a coupon for that. You want it? Absolutely. Well, hey, listen, walk with me over to my desk or my computer. I'll go ahead and print it out for you. Print it out? Yeah. Well, you know, my business is Wake Up Now, XYZ. We get all types of discounts and coupons and XYZ, whatever. Guys, that little tool right there, you're not going out badgering anyone about your business, but that is a very easy way to really get people to at least acknowledge that you have a business. You don't have to cold market, you don't have to warm market, you don't have to whatever. That's just that simple. It's not a continuum of everyone that you see, you give them a coupon. That's why I'm considered the coupon guy. I don't give it every single day to the same person. But every single day I give a coupon to somebody, because I use that as a tactic to at least get them to acknowledge that I have a business, and then I go more into the conversation. So, guys, I want to thank you for taking the time out. I think this is like the shortest team call we've ever had. We're going to try to keep it within an hour. That's something that we actually want to start focusing on, is keeping it a little bit shorter so that way we can value your time, but give you guys powerful information, powerful nuggets. The team dropped a lot of information. I thank Brian. I thank Kyle. I thank Ricardo. I thank Taboo. I thank everybody who spoke on this call, but I also thank you for taking the time out to take your business serious. Understand, when you have your own business is harder than working for someone else, because in order for it to grow, you have to put in the work. You know, IBM didn't get big because somebody else put in the work. Chipotle didn't get big because someone else put in the work. McDonald's didn't get big because someone else put in the work. They started as one single location and they grew over time. Well, you're doing the same thing. You started as one single person and you're going to grow over time. If I can't do anything else over the holiday season, take the time to actually study the power of compound interest. Look that up. Learn what that is, get a calculator, play with those numbers, and see what compound interest does over time. What you're trying to build is compound interest over time. So, guys, again, I thank you. If you have any questions, you can always call any of us anytime. I tell anyone, it doesn't matter. I'll get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to discuss the business or do a prospect. Have a great night, guys. We love you. Thank you for coming out and supporting the team.
Happy holidays, guys.
Happy Hanukkah.
Bye, guys.